All right, Big Ten. We've got Michigan, Nebraska. Michigan 2.5-point road favorites, 45.5 the total in this game. I think I'm going to be on Michigan here. I just think they're a better football team, and this is no disrespect here to Nebraska. Now, this is in saying that I wouldn't lay much more than 2.5, 3. The 3 is my cutoff point. I'm not laying more than 3 with Michigan, but um, I think I just trust them a little bit, and I trust their schedule a little bit more. Like who the fuck has Nebraska played? Cincinnati, and they escaped with their lives, 20-17, and I don't think Dylan Raiola played all that great in that game against Cincinnati. Struggled and sputtered, and there's Cincinnati driving on the last possession, and if not for Sorsby throwing an interception, Cincinnati could have tied that game or won it, and then they faced a couple of tomato cans after that. Akron and Houston Christian, big deal. When I look at Michigan, look at Michigan. New Mexico might be a lot better than we thought. Okay, and people thought that was going to be such an easy game for Michigan, and I already like what I'm seeing out of the Lobos this year with Jason Eck as the coach. Oklahoma, no shame in losing that game, and they hung in there. They hung in there for as long as they could against a very good Oklahoma team, and they pounded the hell out of Central Michigan, who I like the way Central Michigan's competed so far this season under Matt Drinkle, the new head coach, until last week when Michigan was a buzzsaw against them. And more importantly, they got Bryce Underwood going, not only in the passing game, but they let him run the football. I can't believe they have not been running the quarterback as much as they did last week. Where was that against Oklahoma when it could have made a difference in that game? I think they realized they made a mistake that said Bryce Underwood's way more athletic and mobile than people give him credit for. They look at him more as a passer, and they unleashed that running ability. Now, I scratch my head. Why would you unleash it against Central Michigan when you're clearly superior and not save it for a better opponent? But nevertheless, still, they got Bryce Underwood going, running the ball, 114 rushing yards there. And if Bryce Underwood can run it to go with his arm, and I think we're going to see progression in the passing game, that still could be a pretty good Michigan offense, because let's not forget, it's a highly touted, recruited quarterback they've got. And I just don't know what to make of Nebraska. They haven't played anybody, and the one game against a halfway and I wouldn't call Cincinnati a good team. They're an okay team. They're a middle-of-the-pack team, and they were life and death to beat Cincinnati. I think it's a cheap number on a better football team. I think they're capable. I know it's on the road. It's in Lincoln, but it's not like Nebraska's not lost a ton of big games at home. That's all they do over the years is lose big games at home. So I think Michigan gets it done. I think they're the better team. Now, again, 2.5, it's still playable. I wouldn't lay more than a field goal, but I like Michigan here. C-Mac, what do you think?
Yeah, has anything changed here? Is Nebraska ever going to get a big win here at home? Like, I can't do it. I don't think much has changed. Like, this is like the eye thing. I got to see it. Yeah. Show me this shit, because I don't believe it at all.
You don't believe after Akron and Houston Christian?
Yeah, those wins by 60. Yeah, this line, Michigan looked better, didn't lose. This line would be bigger, I think. This would be over. This would be like 6.5. Michigan's kind of owned them too. Nebraska has been very good the last 10 years or so. I think they're better in the trenches. We'll see. And I just know with Nebraska, I don't think they looked great in that Cincinnati game. I think they had a good second quarter there. The whole second half, they struggled.
Yeah.
They get the field goal to win it.
Yeah.
But Underwood, there's still work to be done with Michigan. But I think they're better. And with this number, I think they go in their win. Like, Raiola's got to show it to me. So I agree here. I think this is Michigan or nothing. I can't take Nebraska. I just can't do it. Maybe they can get it done. So we will see.